Morning. We are top of the league by like 12 points, so we're about to win League 2. "22 goals this season for Andy Cook." Easy. Look at that. 9-point lead at the top.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Tatered Monk just resubbed for 85 months.
Thank you. Damn, he just signed a... damn.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Matt from up north just resubbed for 60 months. 5 years of egg. Here's too many more.
Is this a defensive team that actually works? We have an extremely simple tactic. I'll be honest with you. I mean, all I've gone for is play for set pieces, be more disciplined, slightly higher tempo, boot it long, give it to the big man, just get it out there quickly, hold our shape and regroup, don't go for any counter pressing. Mid-block, trap outside, stop crosses, that's it. I think, in all honesty, we just have a really good team more than anything else, is what I think. I mean, we were pipped to finish 3rd or 5th or something like that, so we're overperforming a little bit, but you know, Look at our team. Andy Cook has scored 22 goals. Michael Mellon, who's on loan, has been excellent. This guy is our backup striker. He's done all right. 29 sub appearances. Blimey. Tyreek Wright doesn't look particularly impressive on paper, but he's just solid. Alex Pattinson, fine. You know, I mean, these guys, it's League Two, so they're not going to be particularly good. But let's look at Barrow's players. Emil Aqua is their best player. There's not much in it, is there? But they just cack. In terms of finances, we seem to be doing all right. Seem to be doing all right. I'm just watching this streamer who just goes around with a paintball gun and shoots people. What is wrong with people? God, I hate streamers. We're not in the red. We're in the black, but we're not making money this season, incredibly. Even though we have probably the biggest stadium in League Two and seem to fill it every game. Like, if you want to know what's wrong with football, there's a fucking example. Yeah, they sure were. How'd that lad with the funny coloured hair? Can't remember his name. God, Mr. Beast is such a weird guy. He just has this smile, this locked-in smile. Who watches his stuff? Whoops.
No effect from the fire. Time ticking quickly. Other players dying. Luck serves up a distraction. This op is inside of the site with a knife out. Knife fight. And the Brit loses? It really is the UK. Huh?
Fuck off. That's disgraceful. How dare he? Fucking Yanks. Do you realise how bad knife crime is in the US? It's way worse. Fucking Daily Mail reading twat.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Kurdani just resubbed for 4 months.
Rate of stabbing deaths in 2021 in the UK, 52. And the rate was 0.08 per 100,000. The US, 0.53 per 100,000. So 1 in 200,000 people. $1,774. But yeah, let's talk about the UK having a knife problem. Fuck off. Six times more knife crime in the US than the UK. 6 times. And he's making jokes about it. Knob. An ill-informed knob. We're getting walloped here. What is happening, lads? Just because it's worse in the US doesn't mean it's not a problem in the UK. Where are you from, Bloopster? To give you some idea of how not a problem it is, here is a list. Here is the list. This is from 2021. This is from 2021. Here is the statistics of stabbing deaths. All right, people getting stabbed to death. Philippines is at the top. 5,480 people per 100,000. Crazy, right? So let's look at this list. This is sorting by rate, so not by raw numbers, but by rate. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down, shall we? Let's keep going. Yeah, what did we see? Oh gosh, wow, look at all these countries that have it much worse. Gosh, yeah, keep going. Yeah, Spain, Hungary, Greece. Yeah, South Korea, Norway, Singapore, Ireland. Yeah, where are we? Oh shit, yeah, here we are. Just above Japan. So keep talking about how we have a massive problem with it. It's absolutely moronic. Do I think that means we shouldn't do anything about it? Absolutely not. If there are kids out there with knives, please do get the knives away from those kids. Kids walking around with knives, threatening each other with knives, getting stabbed and not dying. Yeah, scary stuff. But unless the lethality of American knives is so much greater, or any of those countries above us, everyone getting killed, there's also a similar number of people who are just getting stabbed and not dying. Unless all the British knife crimers are just terrible with a knife, which is statistically impossible. So you could extrapolate from that the number of people injured by knives would be very similar in terms of ratios. So why do people keep making this? I'll tell you exactly why. Because most people that are involved in knife crime in the UK are young and black. So, you know, it's, oh, fucking, God, yeah, oh, gosh, England, terrible trouble with knife crime. Fuck off. So same as Fox News playing into the whole no-go zones in the UK. There are no-go zones in the UK that were taken over by immigrants. Fuck off. Despicable twat. You want to talk about immigration and illegal immigration and small boats and stuff? We can talk about that. But be honest. Be honest in the conversation. Don't make shit up just because it feels good to be racist openly, which is what it is half the time. Very annoying. Just have a genuine conversation about it. If you think there are too many people just arriving here and the whole hotel system is dog shit, I am with you. Have to do something about it. But let's not just get racist, shall we? Ugh. Well, we can lose one game. We got plenty of points. Yeah, we're getting walloped here. Loopster, I don't know if you listened to anything I said, mate. I can't tell. I really can't tell. UK knife crime has almost doubled in the last decade. Another meaningless statistic. Doubled from what to what? If we've doubled from almost last in the table of knife crime to slightly above last, we can address that problem. But when you say UK knife crime has almost doubled in the last decade, that makes it sound like it is an absolute pandemic of stabbings and people are dying left, right, and centre. Any statistic that just tell you it's doubled. From what to what? Be honest in the conversation. Be honest in the conversation. Don't scaremonger. That's all these people know how to do. GB News and all that. That's a headline in the Daily Mail or the Express. Knife crime doubles. From fuck all to slightly above fuck all. But again, it's like it's a ridiculous way of framing any situation. If you want to talk about the fact that it's doubled and that we want to reduce it, let's do that honestly. In the whole of the UK in 2021, what was it, 52 people died out of a population of 70 million? 52 people died from being stabbed. That's pretty fucking amazing, isn't it? Isn't that pretty amazing? Isn't that like astonishing that in this supposed pandemic of knife crime, 51 people, even if it doubled to 100 people, out of 70 million people, 100 people died of that. How many people died? Let's look at causes of death, UK, and see what the most recent statistics we can get. 2022 apparently is the soonest we can get. The most recent that we can get. Leading causes of death by age group. It's all diseases, obviously. Bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Deaths involving COVID, alcohol-specific deaths in the UK. Deaths, avoidable mortality. Leading causes of death, UK. Oh, an Excel spreadsheet. It's hard because the leading causes are always diseases. I'm trying to find a table that's just like cardiovascular disease, leading cause of death in the world. That's the world. Dementia is the number one. So the UK death rate since 1974 is apparently the lowest it's ever been. Improvements in heart disease. And then it kind of leveled off, had a bump during COVID. Suicide, drug overdoses, alcohol-related deaths are still quite common amongst the young-ish. I like to get the conversation going a little bit. Shut up, mate. It's a stupid thing to say. It just annoys me when people cherry-pick things like knife crime. You have to wonder why. And it's not just getting the conversation going. Believe me. Because a lot of the people saying stuff about things like knife crime and things like that have an ulterior motive. And any time you want to find out what kind of people are on your side when you're making that argument, go read the comments under articles about that kind of stuff. And just see the kind of people commenting and the kind of stuff and the kind of dog whistles and the upvotes and the people agreeing with them and all the rest of it. You can look at whatever platform you like. Have a look at the comments. And don't give me the whole you should never read below the line thing. Sure, if you want to read the article and not actually, you know, see what other people think or see who's on your side, you can live in ignorance like that. But if you think something, go and look at the people spreading that same information and ask yourself why. And if you're like, well, I'm okay with that, then that's fine, but be open about it. Don't make out you're just following the data when you're getting statistics and facts from biased organizations and biased reporting. And the kind of people that are agreeing with you are people that hopefully you would find objectionable. But if you agree with them, then that's cool, but I'm not going to agree with you. It's not cool, actually. I hate it. Anyway, let's watch some Sharpe.
Major Hogan, I have been struck by a...
Why have you picked the stream as the window? I didn't tell you to do that. There you go.
Common soldier. I believe the penalty for striking an officer is death.
Death is certainly the penalty for striking that officer, sir. That was Sharpe of the 95th.
What? The ragamuffin that jumped from the ranks? By God, sir, I'll teach him to touch a gentleman. I'll call him out, sir. I'll see him at dawn.
I'll second you, old boy.
A duel! Oh, give me your hand, sir. You're a brave fellow, Gibbons. Sharpe's a killer. Killed 3 French cavalrymen and saved Wellesley's life. 3 seconds, slash, cut, thrust. And that's while he was still a sergeant. Shall we say 6 o'clock tomorrow morning in the field behind the camp? Or shall we say it was damn dark and you made a damn bad mistake?
Silly mistake. Say no more about it, eh?
Good thinking, Gibbons.
That hat has
Sharpe
seen
would
some
have shot
combat,
out your
eh?
left eye at a minute past 6. And you would have spent all day tomorrow looking up at nothing with the other. Come on. Come on.
How old was Daniel Craig in this?
Very old boy.
Don't worry, old boy. Sharpe is a dead man.
Ha! He was in the Zorro show as well. 1993. This was 1993. He was born in 1968. So he was 25? So you can get a version of FMTweak called FMTweak Lower League Manager, which I'll be honest with you, hold on. You can try it. I didn't really notice a huge amount of change. I have found this engine a lot more fun than the default engine, so I really recommend it. It just makes it, the goals a bit more variety. They've balanced the importance of certain attributes and things like that. I think it's really, really good. I mean, it's got me playing FM again, which I kind of given up because I found it just too frustrating and samey. There's loads of stuff I'd change. They want to do more because I think they realize that FM25 is going to be a fucking disaster, let's be real. And they're like, well, people are probably going to hate it and want to go back to 24, so let's keep developing stuff for that. I think, did SI Games just open the code and just say, yeah, do what you like? No, I haven't been tempted. I don't know, Tweak Sanity is like, that's like the loopy one, right? Where it's like fully arcadey, crazy. Well, whatever version that the new FM would be. I guess it would be 26. They tend to release, it's the year ahead, isn't it? So the one that was meant to come out last year and is apparently going to come out this year. So I guess it would be FM26. Although it would be kind of weird to go from 24 to 26 and just pretend 25 never happened. It never happened, but I guess, I don't know if they would release it as 25. I don't know. Because the thing is, they tend to do it sort of at the start of the football season, and then it takes you into next year. So the season like 24-25, they would call it FM25. Oh, I don't think it's coming full stop. I really don't. I'm not concerned. I'm just putting it from my mind. I'm just going to play this and hope that the FMTweak guys, apparently they want to do stuff with the stadiums, they want to do stuff with, you know, improving the match engine and then the crowd. Like, the graphics for this game absolutely suck for a game that came out in 2023. They're terrible. Have I seen the YouTuber who made FM26 in XL? I haven't. I made FM26 in XL.
We still don't have an update from Football Manager, but with the English League 1 and League 2 seasons kicking off last weekend, the Championship kicking off this weekend, and the Premier League next weekend, it's time to scratch that itch. It's time to play Football Manager in XL. Welcome to FM26 XL version. Let's talk new features. Since my FM25 version, now I haven't had a huge amount of time to change the underlying game, but I have added a couple of things that should make your experience better. I have rebalanced the attributes that define game results. That means there are different skill sets across attack, midfield, and defenders. What we had last year was super players that were best in position across attack, midfield, and defense. This year, the distribution is much more balanced, so that defenders don't always make great attackers and vice versa. The second new feature is really just a fix of a few hangover bugs, so that the game will work better overall, particularly those that drove difficulties for different Excel languages other than that of English. And what we're left with is the complete English Professional League and Cup structure that can be played from the 2025-26 season all the way into the future. We have nearly 5,000...
That's insane. What does the game look like?
Game tab, and you have a league team, information that you could possibly desire. It lets you know where, so I can see who's drawn who in the first round of that Football Manager and be taken straight into training. Again, here I can see my squad status. To start, get the most. Now
Now let's talk about how to use the Team Search Hub. Who sold has to equal or exceed the damage the integrity of this game. It also allows for the small chance of underdog teams to win, and they're in a draw at home. This is
through. Select the team testing and then click on the winner was Liverpool. Arsenal just a few points behind in second and Manchester City collecting third. Now I don't think there's any surprises in the top three there based on recent results. Bournemouth beat Liverpool in the League Cup final, with Blackburn beating Chelsea in the FA Cup final. In Season 2, Aston Villa won the league. Wow, that is a surprise. Arsenal came in second, are unlocked and available for...
That's fun. But I got no intention of playing it, but well done. I mean, I assume that that's basically what's happening, and then they stick a front end on it. But it's crazy to think that some lad knocked that up in Excel. And in how many years has it been they've been working on FM25? Years, right? Wasn't it something crazy like 6 years or even 8 years they've been working on it? They just can't code. I think the guys they've got working there have been working there forever. And they just have not learned how to do any of the new stuff. The new tech.
An old dancer!
Parade! Dismiss!
Yeah, Unity. That does look like Matt Letizia.
Pint of rum, Pat. Half and half.
You're gonna be alright, son. You're gonna be alright. Sharpe special. Pint of best rum. Half and half. Half in your belly. And half in your back.
God almighty.
Sir Henry says it keeps the chin up.
Jesus.
There's better ways to keep a chin up.
Sharpe, isn't it? Made a name for yourself in India, Battle of Assays, I recollect. I was there myself with the 78th.
I saw the 78th advance.
Magnificent.
On their own. The man who made a name for himself on that day was an officer of the 78th. A man by the name of Lennox.
A long time ago. I had a life soldiering then. They retired me. My wife died. The South Essex was all I could get. But thank you for reminding me I was once a damn good soldier. Now, wipe your boots. I'll take you to meet a damn bad one.
Oh, bleed me, damn you, Parton! This Scarifier is the latest thing in London. Do it!
What on earth?
I always find a flogging brings on a spleen. Do you find that too, Major Hogan?
Watching a flogging, Sir Henry, builds up huge combustible gases in the internal organs. Combustible gas, if confined, will act like a charge of blasting powder. Speaking as an engineer, I think it were best to bleed you again.
Well, you heard him. Do you think I want to burst? Bleed me! And who the devil are you, sir?
Lieutenant Sharpe, sir.
No, you're not. You're a damn disgrace. Get him a decent jacket.
No, sir. This is the green jacket of my regiment, sir. The 95th. It is an honor to wear it, sir. Whatever its condition.
What? You are under my orders, sir.
With respect, Sir Henry, the situation is that General Wellesley has placed Lieutenant Sharpe and his men in my disposition.
But damn it, sir, I am in command.
Well, it's just because you are in command, sir. The General Wellesley doesn't want to add to your many responsibilities, viz. The South Essex, the March to Val de la Casa, the relations with the Spanish allies. So much to do. Also, there are certain exigencies of engineering to which Lieutenant Sharpe is particularly suited.
Veteran carry, eh? Well, you may get to fight too, Sharpe. Done any soldiering?
A little, sir.
You look old for a lieutenant.
I came from the ranks, sir.
You mean you're not a gentleman?
No, sir.
By God, Sharpe, this will not do. All my officers are gentlemen.
That being so, sir, I think we should introduce ourselves like gentlemen.
Quite so, Captain Leroy, quite so.
My name's Leroy. Mighty pleased to meet you, Mr. Sharpe.
From America, sir?
No, sir. From Virginia.
Captain Leroy is one of those brave American loyalists who refuse to accept the ravages of democracy, and whose father fought for his king against Washington.
Wait. You had to pay? Fiddler, you don't have to pay. Get it from like FM Scout or somewhere. Why are you guys saying what? Are you guys American?
Washington
Don't know
won.
your own history?
Fortunately, Captain Leroy has ample means to console himself during his exile.
Slaves, cotton, and molasses, sir. All melted down into golden guineas.
I suppose I must introduce you to Lieutenants Gibbons and Berry.
I've met the young gentleman, sir.
I hope you know your place, Sharpe.
You've made it very clear, sir.
Tell me, who made you an officer?
Sir Arthur Wellesley, sir.
Wellesley! Ha! Wellesley don't know what makes a good soldier. Not many do. Do you know Mr. Sharpe?
Yes, sir.
And what makes a good soldier, Sharpe?
The ability to fire 3 rounds a minute in any weather, sir.
3 a minute? The South Essex can fire 2 on a good day. You think you could do better, Mr. Sharpe?
Yes, sir.
You have until sunset, sir. Any man who cannot fire 3 rounds a minute will be flogged. Carry on, Sharpe. It's all Wells's doing. Upstarts everywhere. But no need to tell you that,
He's
Captain
massaging
Leroy.
his foot.
I'm told that in America, common merit counts for more than birth or wealth.
Whoever told you that, sir, is a goddamn liar. Democracy or monarchy don't make no difference. Money talks. Merit walks.
Send them to Ireland. We'd be free in a week.
Oh, that guy's dead now. That's a shame.
2 rounds the minute, sir.
He was in Happy Days. He was born in Dublin. Died in Bath.
What the devil are you doing here?
Mr. Berry's orders, sir.
The French are over there. Waiting. They fire 3 rounds a minute. You fire 2. By sunset tomorrow, you'll all be dead. Take off your jackets and stocks.
Fwoo!
Lights the cartridge. Pours the powder. Spits the bullet. No ramrod. Just a gentle tap of the butt to send it down. You save 20 seconds. Now the trick is to keep the muzzle up to stop the bloody bullet falling out.
Hilarious for the day.
The muzzle needs to point up anyway. The frog coming towards you is high up on a horse. Right. Let's get to
And
work.
Centre, how'd you know?
Double ranks, Mr. Denny.
Double ranks?
And Mr. Denny, if you see any man doing anything not in the manual,
Take his name, sir.
give him half a pint of rum on the spot, Mr. Denny.
Is that the last from the previous episodes? She's all gussied up now,
Time
isn't
this,
she?
Mr. Denny. Tell them to load and fire in their own time.
Load and fire in your own time. Load!
Bite, pour, spit, tap, in. Bite, pour, spit, tap, in. Steady now, Dobbs. Bite, pour, spit, tap, in. Do it again, Dobbs. Cartridge. Bite. Pour. Spit.
What the blazes are you doing, Sharpe?
Hey.
Damn it, Josephina. I was worried about you.
Why? Did you think that Mr. Sharpe had stolen me away?
He kind of reminds me of someone. I can't. I think it's Clive Owen. He reminds me of
3
Clive
shots
Owen.
in 10 seconds in hand, sir.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. 4 shots the minute.
He's fucking
Sharpe.
hitting the Charlie a lot, isn't he?
Yes, sir. Stop showing off, Sharpe.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful countryside. We should reflect Andy Cook's playing time status as an impact sub, as a better fit for his role, and provide a better balance within the rest of the squad. That would be our top scorer, Andy Cook, yeah? You guys are fucking useless. £210. By the way, if you fancy going to see non-league football, I think in the UK, it's probably a lot more fun than going to a league game, like a Premier League or anywhere like that. I think that they should allow drinking at the ground in football. I really do. Other sports manage it. They've outlawed it in football. It's a bit archaic, isn't it, really? To say that you can't drink. Everybody gets drunk before they come in, and then they start to get angry because they're getting hungover. You should be able to drink. And at half time, people rush out to the concourse and drink more pints. Every other sport you go to, you can drink. When I went to baseball in Japan, they had lovely, beautiful ladies running up and down the steps leading down, it's all like, not terrace, like stadium seating. Have these quite big staircases, quite large steps. There were these lovely Japanese ladies with kegs of beer on their back. And if you waved at them, they'd come and sell you a pint. I drank like 4 pints. It was fantastic. Whereas you can drink at Premier League ground, you can drink at any league ground, but you can't have a beer within sight of the pitch. If you can see grass, you can't have a glass. I went with the family. They don't really like sport. They really enjoyed the baseball, though. Yeah, it's all because of the hooliganism of the 80s in particular, 70s and 80s. I mean, you still get hooliganism, but it's just outside the ground. I mean, when you get here's what the average match day experience is like when you go to football. You go to the pub, there'll be an away fans pub, and there'll be the home fans pubs near the ground. You go in, the away fans pub is like open to away fans, and generally it's accepted that all the away fans will go in there. You might get some, especially in lower leagues, you'll get some home fans in there, but there's no trouble. You know, they know that that's the away fans pub. And you expect to hear a bit of singing about, you know, we're going to stuff these guys and blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't tend to kick off. You go in there, you have a few pints. Some people get there early and are fucking hammered by 3 p.m. Go in, watch the game. People will get a pint at the ground before the game starts. They'll neck that. 45 minutes of football. And then just before the end, they'll pop back out to just before the end of the half, they'll pop back to the concourse, have another pint, sometimes 2, and then come back out, watch the last final 45 minutes, and then go back out to the pub. So you're not actually preventing drinking. All you're actually doing is limiting the amount that people can drink for 90 minutes, and even that isn't a full 90 minutes. And what it encourages for people to slam down a few drinks just to get out there for the game, watch 45, get out, neck another pint or 2. It's ridiculous. It's to me it's just daft to think that that is going to be some kind of solution. It's like it's the same thing with the opening hours over here, when the whole point is like, oh, we don't want people to drink, so we'll close at 11. But all that means is that people drink as much as they can close to 11, and then they all get kicked out onto the street at the same moment, and you get trouble. It's just daft. Why? How do you mean it's about what the broadcasters want? People like to fight. There's a lot of people that like to fight. I know that's for people that don't like to fight, it feels insane to say that, but if you give people a tribe to belong to, which is a football club, opposition who they get to meet every week, you will have hooliganism. And the more heavy-handed the policing and the more heavy-handed the caging in of people is, and the more they feel a siege mentality because of that, the more likely you are to have trouble. Treat people like animals, they'll behave like animals. As simple as that.
Set on earth for everyone, quite equally to share. So hold your bold as I unfold, keep up your gallant heart. Aye, and think about those poachers bold, that night in Rufford Park.
I do find it interesting how many folk songs have that kind of chord progression and
this is the life.
Sound. I wonder why.
Fun, ain't it, Josephina?
Have you ever been in battle, Christian?
No, hope to. Bloody good fun, eh?
I saw Vimero. It made me cry.
Countess not cooperating, old boy.
I wish I knew what would please her.
Ask the maids.
Well, consider this. Most hooligans are working class lads. Most. And you don't get hooliganism at cricket, rugby, and those are the other two big sports, I'd say, in the UK. Football, cricket, rugby. Football's the biggest. Cricket and rugby never get hooliganism problems, and those tend to be more middle class and upper middle class and upper class crowds. So they're like seen as the more gentlemanly sport. Football is the people's sport, it's a working class game. So you get more poor people going, and they get hammered and they have a scrap, and that's the weekend. A lot of people love fighting. I hate to say it, but they do. That's why armies are never short of, people that kill each other.
What the blazes you on about, Barry, old boy? Her name's Jacinta. I had a bit of a fumble with her last night. Bit out of the bottom drawer, Barry, eh? I'm not exactly top drawer myself, old boy. The Countess owes her maids 2 months' wages.
I say, Barry, old boy, what say you lend me some tin and I pay the maids on the quiet?
I don't lend, old boy. I'll play cards with you for 3 guineas. Or you can touch your Uncle Henry.
Damn it, Barry, I had to touch him again yesterday to settle what I owed you.
3 guineas, double or nothing tonight, eh?
Captain Leroy, tell Sharpe to get a move on.
Madam? Sorry about this, Sharpe. Sir Henry's compliment. And you're not to dawdle in the rear.
Right, lads. If we can't dawdle in the rear, we may as well dawdle in the front.
Took the words out of my mouth, sir.
War is as natural to man, sir,
As nature, sir?
Huh? Yes. Natural as nature.
Simonson, you buffoon. Sharpe's gonna shag it.
Quick time, sir. The rifle regiment has only 2 marches. Quick time and dawdling.
What have they brought the woman for?
Because they don't know any better.
Harris, Cooper, Hagman.
Some scenery, eh? What the blazes?
Don't miss, damn you.
Sharpe, he's in trouble, come on! Come back at once, Major Lennox. Sharpe brought it on himself, sir. The South Essex will advance slowly and with caution, Major Lennox.
Did you get them?
Major Lennox, sir. This ends in a massive battle and then one of the most famous scenes in Sharpe history. Yeah, is it Portugal? They're in Portugal and Spain, like they're around there, aren't they? How many? Obviously, Napoleon never invaded Britain. A lot of his fights were with like the Prussians and the Russians and the various other people. When we fought Napoleon, it would have mostly been in Portugal and Spain, right? Spain were our allies at the time. Portugal, of course, are our allies. Have been our allies forever. World's oldest military alliance, they say. I wonder if we'd back each other up if it came down to it. I wonder what the Portuguese army is. When I worked at BAE, we had this document that was a list of every nation's entire armed forces. I'm sure it's publicly available. Maybe. And there were some countries that had, no word of a lie, 5 lads and a boat. Like little island nations. Their entire armed forces consisted of literally 5 lads and 1 boat. I love that. Let's look at what the military of Slovenia, what have they got? They have about 40,000 soldiers, 7,300 active, 26,000 reserve, 5,000 paramilitary, 610 in the Air Force, 350 in the Navy, and 6,500 in the Army. They have 39 aircraft. No fighters. Transports, some helicopters, some training vehicles. Naval forces, they have 2 patrol vessels. They have 54 tanks. No 18 pieces of towed artillery, no self-propelled artillery, no rocket artillery, and just a bunch of like cars, basically. What about the UK? What do we actually have? We have 113 fighters, 31 attack aircraft, 29 transports, 28 special mission, which is like command and control, 266 helicopters, and 26 attack helicopters, 109 naval vessels, 26 of them are just offshore patrol, 2 aircraft carriers, 9 subs, 8 frigates, 6 destroyers. And land forces, we've got 227 tanks, 71 self-propelled artillery, 126 towed artillery, 29 rocket artillery, and about 38,000 just vehicles, trucks and such, transport. A moat, absolutely. I mean, a navy nowadays is, you know, you still need one, but the main thing you need is to be able to do is just project air power. If you can project air power, that's good enough. World War II showed that a couple of planes will take down a huge battleship that took 8 years to build. I think submarines, nuclear submarines still obviously have a big advantage. Aircraft carriers are basically where it's at. You need like screens and stuff to take out their screens and mainly deal with long-range missiles and anti-air. The idea of needing like having this battleship is just daft. You just need very, very clever like electronic warfare planes, those things overhead with the big spinny thing on top. You need aircraft carriers, you need submarines, and you need destroyers and frigates to just protect the aircraft carrier. Damn it. When I was young, after I'd done the cadets and everything, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I did think about joining the armed forces for a while. My mum insisted that I would join the Navy. She was like, you are not joining the army. Because her dad was in the Navy, and I couldn't have been in the Air Force anyway. I didn't have the... Subsequently, it turns out I didn't have the eyesight for it. I don't think you can be in the Air Force if you have bad eyesight, right? Brutally strict, really? Is it really? Brutally strict? Compared to what? Other navies, it's all just a bit of a laugh? I just couldn't. I just realised I didn't want to be told what to do for the rest of my life. And then I got married, lads. Am I right? You know what I mean? Big mistake there. She's in charge. Her indoors. I tell you what. Cool. Well, I wish I'd known. What was that myself in for? Cool. Didn't join the army because of sick of. Like I was saying, telling him, didn't join the army because I didn't want to be told what to do. And then I got married. You know what I mean? Oh dear. Oh. The chance of being a pilot is so small in the Air Force then.
All in, lads. No dawdling now.
He's making fools of us.
What, by eating rabbit?
Boys, who's for an apple?
Those look like cooking apples.
Pay him.
How dare you, sir?
The Spanish are our allies, sir. We do not loot comrades in arms.
Don't lecture me on allies, sir. We're on our way to meet a high-ranking Spanish colonel. That's what I call an ally, not some stinking peasant.
General Wellesley's orders are to pay for all food and drink, sir.
Wellesley's a fool. The French live off the land, why not us? You want to pay him, Mr. Sharpe. Pay him from your own purse.
I will pay.
This is between me and him, Countess.
Quanto vale, senor?
Think you've got the tin, Sharpe?
Nada.
Is this nada too, eh? Hey, you rot!
Shoot the blackguard!
Don't move, Sir Henry. Sharpshooter, sir. All aiming at you.
Spanish guitar. Consuela, or whatever her name is. Who the devil is
Comandante
this?
Teresa, the leader of the guerrillas. The Spanish call her the Needle. Don't ask why. Buenos dias, Comandante Teresa.
Buenos dias.
Let's go, Hogan, and get these fools out of here. The man with the cart, is Capitan Garcia, the commander of this region. I'm hoping he will join forces with me. The guns were a token of goodwill. You understand me?
Perfectly. A marriage of convenience. Well, let's be on our way, Sir Henry.
South Essex! Follow me!
He's at it. Sacked? We're top of the league, mate. Lieutenant Sharpe didn't.
Rifles! Halt!
We'll camp here tonight, Sir Henry. Destroy the bridge at dawn. This evening we dine with the Spanish officers. Teresa, I want you to keep Josephina company. And you'll need all your strength for tomorrow. That's an order.
He will make good his right to be a pilgrim.
And in a soft bosom I would build me a nest and pillow my head upon her lily white breast. When rifles crack and cannons blaze on foreign field, I still call your name. And if I am delivered as I hope to be, I shall sail home to England and never part from thee.
Is Britannia afraid of Napoleon? No, sir. Britannia is not. Have the right there, sir. Have the right there. Britannia, who Bonaparte is the highest.
A couple of lovely local strumpets.
Fancy a fumble, old boy?
Oh, I'm not that way inclined.
Well, you might as well have the maid, since you can't have the mistress.
I deem it a great honor, as commanding officer of the South Essex, in the presence of our gallant allies, to acknowledge the auspicious portents of our Anglo-Spanish alliance.
Bravo, yeah. Bravo.
And it gives me great pleasure to propose this toast. Gentlemen, to His Most Catholic Majesty, King Ferdinand VII.
King Ferdinand VII.
Here, here, Sir Henry. Here, here. Bravo.
Look, I'm going to get a bit of fresh air. Good night, Major. Enjoy yourself.
I will. I've laid 10 guineas with Leroy that Sir Henry will talk for a full hour. 5 minutes more, and I'll have won my bet. Bravo, Sir Henry! More, more, more!
Bad luck, old boy.
Good night, Christian. Lieutenant Barry.
Good night, Countess dear.
Did I say duty? Indeed I did. What else but duty brought me from the sleepy shires of South Essex?
The guy who plays Simonson is in The Archers.
Cards, old boy?
Afraid you've cleaned me out, Barry, old boy.
I've no luck at cards. I've no luck in love. Nothing left.
You have the Countess. And the Countess has troubles.
What the devil are you on about, old boy?
I'll give you 3 guineas on her. You win, and you go and pay her maids. I'm sure she'll show her gratitude.
What happens if you win, old boy, huh?
Then I go and pay her maids.
I say, Barry, you don't mean,
Cards, old boy?
I was having a wee chat with one of the maids, sir. Jacinta. Nice girl. But it seems Berry's been enjoying her favours. It appears the Countess is a wee bit hard up, sir. And you know, she wasn't born a Countess at all, but sort of, well, worked her way up through the ranks.
So did I, Harper.
If Berry's tumbling the maid, sir, he knows the Countess is in trouble.
Wait a sec. Two games against teams that look like they're going to get relegated.
Who goes there? Beg pardon, Mum.
Condesa, no te burles de mí. Puedo pedir dinero prestado a Hogan.
Así que todo el mundo lo sabe.
Mundo, the world.
Nadie está seguro.
Does the world know my
Enséñales
problems?
el dinero y todos callarán.
¿Y a ti qué te importa? ¿Nunca has tenido dinero en tu vida?
Lo tuve. Los gabachos me lo robaron todo.
The gazpachos?
¿Qué quieres a cambio?
Quiero ver sus caritas cuando les enseñes el dinero. Gibbons y Barry. Esos don Juanes solo se atreven con mujeres sin dinero.
¿Por qué escondes tus sentimientos?
Sentimientos.
Eres buena.
Hasta la mañana, señor. Hasta mañana, señor.
Bad luck, old boy.
No se olvide del dinero, señora.
I say, Barry, old chap. Don't mean to back down on a debt of honor, do you, old boy?
This guy's a bad actor.
What's that for, old boy? The Countess has been very naughty. Making eyes at Sharpe, making little of you, making a fool of Sir Henry, calling herself a Countess. Very naughty indeed. Naughty girls get spanked and put to bed.
Good heavens.
Teresa?
This or this? How about this?
Sharpe, come on, mate. Yeah, you can't beat James Bond in a fight. Come on, Dean. Struck an officer, sir, and a gentleman.
What's got you boys all riled up?
The honor of the South Essex, sir. Lieutenant Berry unmasked this woman as an imposter and asked her to leave. This woman can't even pay her own servants. I want her out of the camp tonight. Mr. Berry, see
This woman is under my protection, sir.
What? How dare you, sir?
I hold an officer's commission. It is both my right and my duty to take a woman in distress into my care. Guess he's got that right.
Only if he can pay for her protection. Mr. Berry is right, Captain Leroy. Mr. Sharpe must pay the servants.
Hey, Mr. Sharpe. You dropped your purse when you was tussling with a young gentleman.
Tussling. Back in Virginia, we won't tussle over ladies. We'll just hit 'em over the head with a rock and take 'em back to our cave. That's how we live. It's Virginia, after all. He's got one move. How dare you? How dare you impugn the fighting skills of Richard Sharpe? I'm stunned. Opt. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's come all the way from Virginia. And he hates Simonson. Yes, he did have a lot of slaves. He's mentioned that. I put a video on the Baker rifle in Goons if you're interested. Interested? Am I ever? Let me see if I... Oh, wait. Oh, that was us scoring. Well done. Oh, this lad's video opens with the Sharpe theme tune. Love that. Enjoying it already. See, I'm just saying, wouldn't it be fun if the players ran to the touchline and celebrated jumping up and down in front of the fans? If it was a really important late goal, you know, they absolutely went mad. The fans, you could see them surging down to the front. See them, sometimes they jump in there, get a yellow card for over celebrating, taking off their shirt and sliding. There's so much they could do with this game that they just haven't bothered. They just stand around on the pitch and go, it's just so bad. No more Pidgeys. Those days are over. You've ruined it. For yourself and others. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to Alien Earth. Oh, what a miss. It's when does it come out? 12th? 14th? Well, we're promoted. Bradford City's fine form this season has given them a chance of setting a new team record for most wins in a single season. The Bantams have won 27 matches, and with a new Bradford City season record now well within their sights, all eyes will be on them. The existing record is 28, so if we win a couple more games, we set the record for most wins in a season. Bradford board are extremely pleased that we've secured promotion. They're delighted with progress promotion joy for Bradford. And player of the week was Tommy O'Reilly. Tommy, Tommi. Really? Really? Tommy. Ugh. The 12th, so tomorrow. Judd Buckle. Judd Buckle. That's his name. That's a person's name. And we've got Seb Thompson, Justin May, or May, a German lad, Ben Atkinson, Neil McGinn, and Kailan Cousins. Judd Buckle. He does sound like a chosen man. Chosen man? Chosen bastard, more like. Chosen man.
Heroes de mi vista.
Captain Leroy. Slaves, cotton, and molasses, sir.
I owe you a debt, Mr. Sharpe.
And I, Leroy.
That slave-owning bastard.
Good night.
Leroy.
You're lucky to have him.
He's lucky to have me.
I'm not being funny, but if I went back in time, right? I didn't choose you. If I went back in time and was like a gentleman in this era, invented some stuff that, you know, I pretended I'd come up with a steam engine or whatever and got all these patents and made a bunch of money, married some well-to-do lady,
She's very beautiful.
she'd be talking to her mates and she'd be like, I don't know if I just got lucky, but he is like the nicest husband. Doesn't beat me. You know what I mean? Doesn't talk down to me. He encouraged me to get an education. He allows me to do whatever I want. Doesn't make any demands whatsoever. He talks to me, treats me like a human being. It's the best relationship I've ever been in my life.
It will cause more trouble for
You'd be pretty much any modern man would just be like fabulous compared to these guys. And that was only about
Promise me you will take care of her.
150 years ago.
My job here is
Go back 100 years.
I brought Garcia and Major Hogan together.
I can explain the steam engine.
I'm leaving.
You boil a load of water in a pot and stick a spinny thing on one side. You got power, baby.
With me.
Ow! God, what do you do that to her for? We skip all the kissing because it's TOS. Major Sharpe. Major Leonard did that, sir. Chosen man.
French infantry, sir.
Small patrol, sir. Just looking.
Ah, well, now. We'll be giving them something to look at.
sight? Then let's get some prizes, dear boys. Major Lennox?
Sir?
We'll take men on the colours and chase away those damn French.
But we are about to destroy the bridge, sir, and these are very green troops.
Do you disobey my orders, sir?
I have never disobeyed an order in my life, sir. Mr. Denny, call out the guard.
Sir.
Yeah, not any, but a lot. Certainly, compared to this lot.
Call out the guard! Right face! Forward! March!
This is a fool's mission. Watch my flank, Sharpe.
Sorry. That's the bridge that this is all about? You could knock that up in half a day.
Make ready. Present. Fire!
What's the flag? The flag! French cavalry! Chosen men! Destroy the bridge! Destroy the bridge!
Out there! Yeah!
Hurry, damn you! Hurry!
Take that, Frenchie. Major Lennox, look out! Wow, budget. You lost the colours of the King of England.
I lost the colors. I want an eagle. An imperial eagle. Touched by the hand of Bonaparte himself. Hey, Sharpe. It's got a brass point. You push it in deep so I can feel it.
What?
An eagle. Guess a dying man can dream.
You're right, Yank. Now's not the time, mate. He's actually Irish, that lad.
At a place called the Sea, I saw a whole army ready to run. Then a major of the 78th took a step to his front and steadied the line. That's him. Major Lennox. 78th Highlanders.
Meow, 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 near, 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 near. He does look a bit flash hot. He does. Come on, lads. We win the title, we win this. Yeah, they go. Was it South Park that had that thing about when someone dies they shit themselves? And it's like someone dying, then just like it's pretty funny. I think it was South Park. He's been in a bunch of things. He's actually Irish, just to point out. He is actually an Irish guy, but often plays Americans for whatever reason. Are you guys making stuff up about Napoleon? I don't understand. Dude was basically proto-Hitler, wasn't he? Trying to conquer the world. France, France, France and all that. He's a baddie. Surely. All I'm saying is that it sounds like if you replaced Napoleon with Mussolini and said, got those trains running on time. Why are we praising these dickheads? caused the death of countless people. And for what? I think he was a very good military leader. Interesting. I'll read you some stuff from Wikipedia. There is debate over whether Napoleon was an enlightened despot who laid the foundations of modern Europe, which some people say, which is what you guys are saying, or a megalomaniac who wrought greater misery than any man before the coming of Hitler, which is some other people say. Who's compared to Hitler by Peter Gale in 1947 and Claude Ribby in 2005. Most modern critics of Napoleon, however, reject the Hitler comparison, arguing that he did not commit genocide, did not engage in the mass murder and imprisonment of his political opponents. He did kill some prisoners of war in Syria, though, some Turkish prisoners of war, apparently. Historians have argued that his expansionist foreign policy was a major factor in the Napoleonic Wars, which cost 6 million lives and caused economic disruption for a generation. McGlynn and Corelli Barnett suggest that Napoleon's reputation as a military genius is exaggerated. Cobbin and Susan P. Connor argue that his insufficient regard for the lives of his soldiers and his battle tactics led to excessive casualties. Critics also cite Napoleon's exploitation of conquered territories. To finance his wars, Napoleon increased taxes and levied troops from annexed territories and satellite states. He also introduced discriminatory tariff policies which promoted French trade at the expense of allies and satellite states. He institutionalized plunder. French museums contain art stolen by Napoleon's forces from across Europe. Artifacts were brought to the Musée du Louvre for a Grand Central Museum, an example which would later be followed by others. Hello, we did that. Many historians have criticized his authoritarian rule, especially after 1807, which included censorship, the closure of independent newspapers, the bypassing of direct elections and representative government, the dismissal of judges showing independence, the exile of critics of the regime. They also blame Napoleon for reducing the civil rights of women, children and people of colour, reintroducing the legal penalties of civil death and confiscation of property. His reintroduction of a hereditary monarchy and nobility remains controversial. His role in the Haitian Revolution and decision to reinstate slavery in France's colonies in the Caribbean and Indian Ocean adversely affects his reputation. So there you go. Everybody's doing it. Is that your argument, Ascenta? Not like noble British conquest, when we turned up, we were very nice to everybody, and we never exploited anybody, and we never nicked any artifacts. We were just a force for
I thought he was just an old man.
Oh.
Sir, what will Mr. Sharpe do now that Major Lennox has asked him for an eagle?
I didn't hear Sharpe say nothing about no eagle, Mr. Denny. Neither did you.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
You want to live, Mr. Denny? You stay away from Sharpe.
You've lost the colours, sir. The
king's own colours touched by his own hand. Take my advice and a pistol and go behind that tent and blow out what's left of your brains.
Wow. Is that what you're meant to do, really?
Permission to speak, sir.
What is it, Harper?
Would you take an order from me, sir?
Well, what is it?
Would you, for the love of Jesus, stand easy, sir?
Oh, it's easy for you to say stand easy, Harper.
Tell him. Just tell him the truth, sir. Tell him that Simerson cut and run.
You expect Wellington to take my word against the word of a senior officer like Simerson?
Look.
I have come to offer you my support, Mr. Sharpe. If that is worth anything to you.
Thank you. Harper, would you escort the Countess inside?
Happy to, sir. Sir, what are you going to do?
I'll do what I always do.
Shoot the bastard.
I'll stand and fight.
Continue, Sir Henry. Well, sir, on first sighting the French, I naturally gave the order to advance. That's my style, sir. The South Essex...
Hold on a sec. I can't help but wonder, people of ancient history that are regarded as great conquerors, how much luck was involved and how much were the enemy's incompetence to blame? That's gibberish. Are you saying the Roman Empire was just luck? Or that it was just because everyone else was cack? The point is, if everyone else, relative to what you're doing, couldn't keep up, that means you were well ahead of your time in terms of tactics, in terms of arms, in terms of overall strategy, the whole thing. So they'll look incompetent because you're vastly superior to them. And that is surely has to be recognised. I mean, you're saying like Alexander the Great, it was just a bit of luck? Come on, man. Just stop talking about stuff like this, guys.
The enemy. Major Lennox panicked. So then I fell back in good order and destroyed the bridge, sir.
Lost the colours of the King of it. Redless is going to be livid that he missed this.
I have written to Horse Guard, sir, to state that the South Essex acquitted itself most commendably in discharging both your general orders to engage the enemy and your particular order to destroy the bridge, sir.
Did any officer distinguish himself?
Lieutenant Gibbons led the advance, sir. You may say that he is tied to me by blood. But is it a tie of blood to tie my tongue and rob a brave man of his just reward? No, sir. I recommend Lieutenant Gibbons be gazetted captain, sir.
And Lieutenant Sharpe?
Lieutenant Sharpe didn't, sir. He was cut off when we destroyed the bridge.
This is a report from Major Hogan, which differs somewhat from your account, Sir Henry.
Major Hogan is merely an engineer, sir.
Major Hogan's coat buttons up tight over a number of other duties, Sir Henry. Major Hogan reports a number of losses, Sir Henry. He says you first lost your head, and instead of destroying the bridge, you marched over it. He says you then lost your nerve and ran from a small French patrol. He says you lost 10 men, a major, and 2 sergeants. He says you finally lost your sense of honor and destroyed the bridge, cutting off a rescue party led by Lieutenant Sharpe. Major Hogan leaves the worst to the last. He says you lost the king's colors.
The fault was not mine, sir. Major Lennox must answer.
Major Lennox answer with his life, as you should have done if you had any sense of honor. You lost the colors of the King of England. You disgraced us, sir. You shamed us, sir. You will answer.
The South Essex is stood down in name. If I wipe the name, I may wipe the shame. I am making you a battalion of detachments you will fetch and carry. The light company put up a fight, so I will let it stand under the command of a new captain.
To be commanded by the newly gazetted Captain Gibbons?
To be commanded by the newly gazetted Captain Sharpe, sir.
I have a cousin at Horse Guard, sir. And I have friends at court.
A man who loses the king's colours loses the king's friendship. You have two choices. To hide in England or be a hero in Spain. I shall help you to be a hero. We had a skirmish with the French today. Tomorrow we shall have a battle. You will be the first to see a French column, sir. It is not a pretty sight. What you do then, sir, is up to you. Good morning.
I feel bad for the Yank. Getting stuck with him.
Listen, and listen well. You both dip into my purse. That purse is now shut. It will stay shut so long as Sharpe struts around sneering at the Simpsons. You understand me?
Leave Sharpe to me, sir.
Sharpe. I can make you a captain, but I cannot keep you a captain. There is talk about an Imperial Eagle, Sharpe. There is talk of a promise made to the late Major Lennox. Tell me on oath that the talk is just idle gossip, Sharpe, or by God, sir, I promise you will walk out of that door a lieutenant.
I swear on oath that no one heard me make any promise in respect of an Imperial Eagle to Major Lennox, sir.
Colonel Lawford.
Sir.
You may escort Captain Sharpe to the door, Colonel Lawford.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Didn't do salutes, I guess. Yes, Daniel Craig is in this. Good morning.
Hogan, let the French know that the fool who lost the colours is holding our flank.
But, sir, that means sending a French column against...
If Hogan's spies can spin a good yarn. Major Lennox was a damn fine officer. Did I ever tell you the story of how he steadied the line at Assay, Hogan?
No, sir.
You're a damn liar, Hogan.
That's what you pay me for, sir.
Come in for a drink.
No. I've got to lick the remnants of the South Essex into shape.
Watch out for Simmerson, Richard.
Simmerson? Simmerson's a fool.
No, he's a coward, not a fool. You make one mistake. You heard Wellesley.
I heard him.
Good. And don't brood by yourself, Richard. I know it's a poor substitute, but if you can't be with her, you might as well be with your friends.
For an intelligence officer, Hogan's got a loose mouth.
They asked me to keep an eye on you. I'll see you in the mess this evening.
You and the young lord twins, or what?
We spent 3 months chained in a cell in India. He had a page of the Bible. In 3 months, he taught me how to read and write. How can you pay back a man who teaches you to write your own name, Captain?
What's this guy's character? Is he good? Is he bad?
Say, old chap, let's have some fun, eh?
A duel.
Daniel Craig's gone mad. I do find it interesting that when you look at these, a lot of these young at the time, they were young, actors, you wouldn't say that their performances are like, make you think, this guy's going places. Oh, very, very close. Arsenal with 2 games in hand, though. Shit. Well, that's ideal. Like, I don't understand. What was that question? He had a go at Sharpe because he had a mate. He was like, "Oh, I fucking know this guy, do you?" What? And then he also helped him by giving him money. He follows Simmons around. It's Simonson. You think, what's going on with this guy? Whose side is he on? What's the crack? Why is he having a pop at Sharpe for having a mate? Was you got a friend, have you?
What's that, old boy? Nobody can beat me with a pistol at 50 paces. I've got to make Sharpe call me out. A duel.
Bloody Wells, they don't allow it.
So Sharpe loses even if he wins. You want a woman, old boy.
Do I? You know who I want.
That's the woman I had in mind. Let's call on the Countess, old boy.
Uh-oh.
That's a good idea. What about Sharpe?
But you can tell
Sharpe's
this
away playing
this
soldiers.
guy's not a good actor.
Snap.
Those men who fought in a big battle before. One pace forward.
Oh dear.
This place is called Talavera. There's going to be a battle here tomorrow. You'll fight in it, maybe even die in it. But you won't see it.
Oh, shit!
There's a lot of smoke in a battle.
Jesus Christ,
Our
Sharpe, you could
cannon,
have killed
their
someone.
cannon. Our shot, their shell. Our volleys, their volleys. You don't see a battle. You hear it. Black powder blasting by the ton on all sides. Black smoke blinding you and choking you and making you vomit. And the French come out of the smoke.
Exactly, a centre.
Not in a line, but in a column. And they march towards our thin line. Kettle drums hammering like hell, and a golden eagle blazing overhead. They march slowly, and it takes them a long time to reach you. And you can't see them in smoke, but you can hear the drums. And they march out of the smoke, and you fire a volley. And the front rank of the column falls, and the next rank steps over them with drums hammering. And the column smashes your line like a hammer breaking glass. And Napoleon has won another battle.
Is that how they did it, is it?
But if you don't run, if you stand until you can smell the garlic, and fire volley after volley, 3 rounds a minute, then they slow down. They stop. And then they run away. All you've got to do
is
stand and fire 3 rounds a minute. Now, you and I know you can fire 3 rounds a minute. But can you stand?
Hola, cariño. ¿Quieres pasar un buen rato? Mira lo que te pierdes.
How could you say no? Get in there, Sharpe. What are you doing, mate?
Sorry, sir. Sorry. Bad business, Sharpe. Barry and Gibbons were here with the riding crop. They got out the window when they heard us on the stairs. She's all right, Sharpe.
Did he beat her with a riding crop? Has she been traumatized? Oh my god.
We have to stop him.
You can't stop Captain Sharpe, sir. You can walk away from him, or you can stand behind him. But don't ever try and get in his way.
I give you Colonel William Lawford, one of the future leaders of our great regiments. Colonel William Lawford.
Disgusting Irish bog trotter.
You know, Uncle, I don't think Lawford is Irish.
Oof. They're like an hour and a half long. I think they still do make some series like this. Like TV movies and things, they do still make them. I mean, Adolescence was... that was an incredible production. That was 4 hour-long episodes, so not that different from a... you know, a couple of episodes of Sharpe. And the way they filmed that, each episode was filmed in one take. No camera trickery. Yeah, Poirot was an hour long. A lot of TV shows are an hour long. I'm honestly quite surprised when a TV show is half an hour long. That's one of the things I quite liked about that Murderbot series. Half-hour episode, bosh. I just think it's a shame that we don't make telly like this much anymore. It all has to be these, you know, 20 episode mini novel, blah blah blah. But there's something to be said for just a good hour and a half. Andor's an hour an episode, but there were only what, 12 episodes? What a show. That was a great show. Sadly, I don't think they're going to make a follow-up to Murderbot. Too much music and action and not enough dialogue. I just think a lot of it is kind of... a lot of the modern stuff that I watch, I just think, geez, you know, you didn't need to take as long as you did to tell that story. I think a lot of writers and TV show makers think that what we actually want is to... I really want to have an episode where we explore this character or that character, and they're just not worth it. And we end up with all these subplots that are really just very boring. Or dialogue that just fills it out, and you think, I already know where this conversation is going, can you just get it over with? Or shows where they barely move the plot. Barely move the plot at all. And it's just a bunch of waffle. Silo was like that for me. Microscopic plot movements every episode. Just, oh, it's about the characters. Like, come on, can we have some fucking plot as well? Otherwise it's just a character study. You know what I mean? Can we have a bit of something happening? I just found it incredibly dull. I've blathered on about this previously, but they literally had a filler episode in episode 3, and I was like, I don't think this is going to make it. We've got to get the Hujima flip running again. It was like the whole episode was them trying to get the engine running. And it was like, it's really cack-handed the way they portrayed it. It's like a big spinny thing. And something was wrong with the blades, they needed to fix it. And it just looked, you just thought, how is this thing even functioning at all? It was like a bare box with just a fan on top. I don't know, it just felt really cheap and crap. And then they had to go in something and it was filling up with water. It's like, oh, will she make it out? I was like, well, it's episode 3 and she's the main character, so yeah, probably. I know that me and my eldest watched Invincible. We loved season 1. Season 2, we started to think like, not so sure about this. And now it's like, I mean, I still watch it, but half the time I just think, geez, what is happening here? The drama that you've created between the characters, their actions make no sense if you've watched the show. And you think, they've meant to have lived this show. Why are they acting in ways where you think, what is he talking about? Doesn't he remember last series? Like, it almost like every episode, their brains get wiped and they forget everything. For example, the fact that he's a, what are they called? Not Vermirians. I don't know, whatever it is. Whatever alien race they're meant to be. The Omni-Man, his dad, almost wiped out humanity. Like, he was going to do that. Just take over the planet. Put Mark in charge. And Cecil, who's like the super secret guy who, oversees this whole program, basically was looking for a way to control Mark and keep an eye on him, make sure he wasn't turning evil. And instead of Mark being like, I wish he wouldn't blame me for my father's failings, and him saying, I can't take a chance like that, and Mark thinking, that is actually reasonable. He's like, you stay away from me, Cecil, how dare you? It's like, are you serious, dude? Of course he has to take steps to make sure. Of course they have to have a backup plan. Because you were powerful enough to kill everybody. God forbid. What, he just trusts you? They trusted Omni-Man, and look how that turned out. That was stupid. And then the whole thing with him and his girlfriend, and just like, she's like, I don't care if you're a superhero, that's fine. It's like, yeah, but the point is, it would be insane if Cecil didn't do anything. Insane. This is literally the biggest threat to the planet that we know of, is Omni-Man's son, who is living on Earth. He's the biggest threat that we know of. That's what gets me. Is you know that this guy's whole thing is, look, I don't care about you, Mark, no offense. I care about 8 billion people. And my job is to make sure that whatever threats there are out there to the existence of our species is dealt with. Like, he's just so tedious. And it just has the same argument with Cecil over and over again. You think, yeah, alright, this kid's an idiot. And then his little brother that turns up. And it's like, I'm ready to fight, why won't you listen to me? How many episodes in a row did they just say to the kid, you are not ready, don't be stupid, listen to us, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, times 10. And by the end of it, you're like, alright, why did they even try? Like, what's the point in having this, sit down, listen to me, little purple dude. You can't do that stuff, you're not ready, these guys will kill you. Yeah, I know, yeah, you're right. Like, the third time that you're having that conversation, you should just say, I'm not going to be there to help you, because I can't. And then he gets in some terrible situation and learns his lesson that way. It was just so boring. And then this guy that hates Mark, the guy that comes in and out of reality, was kind of like, he was a decent baddie, but I don't know. It just felt like Omni-Man and what's his name, Seth Rogen's character, who is probably my favorite thing in the show. His name is like Dave or something like that. He was really good. I liked him. Alan. Yeah. Alan's the best thing on the show. I love Alan. And then they just sort of don't... We don't really get to see him much. What the fuck is happening?
a sec.
Hey. What book? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that now. That's alright. I love you too. Bye. Have you guys ever done internet banking? It's amazing. On your phone, I mean. It's so good. These people are incompetent. We're champions, aren't we? Didn't we just win the title? Oh, was it 48 games? We've just won. We're champions. Congratulations, lads. We've won the title. I love the way, after the game, apparently, in the dressing room, we had no idea that we'd won. That's good. Because I said, it's a shame we couldn't clinch a title today. We just won the title, Gaffer. Can I give you guys a piece of advice? If you ever have to deal with a housing association or the council, if there's instead an alternative where you leave the planet Earth via a rocket ship and just blast yourself directly into deep space, you will find that more satisfying, and you will probably get more done that way than you would by attempting to deal with these dregs of society that work for any of these housing associations or councils. They seem to be the most incompetent group of people I've ever worked with or met. Probably not, J. Cree. The housing associations here are the private companies or agencies, they might be government agencies, I don't know, probably, who are tasked with overseeing the social housing that we have in this country. So council houses, or what they now call social housing, because the council have devolved responsibility. So what's happened is these housing associations manage these properties for the council. And in this area, I think there's about 20 different housing associations in this one borough. So as you can imagine, it's a mess. Finding out, if you want to complain about the tenants at one, finding out which housing association they're with is itself a nightmare. And it's a genuine problem. Even just figuring out which housing association it is. And then complaining about people and pointing out that they are almost certainly in violation of their tenancy agreement is also difficult. The people that are your caseworkers, if you like, I don't know what qualifications you need to do this job, but to give you some example of the level of incompetence, I'm complaining about our neighbours who are in social housing because they're abysmal, and the people that I'm complaining to at the housing association that the house is with, that I'm complaining to, just came back to me and told me that my house, they said, we've just checked and the house at the address, blah blah blah, my address, is not social housing, so we can't help you. I've emailed back and said, yeah, that's my house. I'm complaining about my neighbours. I'm not complaining about my house, I'm complaining about the house next door to me, which is social housing. Found out directly via my MP, because I went for a Freedom of Information Act request and they couldn't help me for whatever reason. So I went via my MP. My MP found out, told me, and now this is what they've come back and told me. Can you believe how incompetent someone has to be to take your complaint and say, sorry mate, can't help you. That house isn't a council house. Yes, I know, that's my house. So what are you complaining about? My neighbour. Oh, you're going to have to open a new complaint, sorry. They're just idiots. And the problem is, within those gaps, you get people like my neighbours who are definitely in contravention of their tenancy agreement. There's multiple adults living there. Like multiple adults. I don't understand how they get a house. We have people that genuinely need a house, and you've given a house to what is essentially seemingly 6 to 8 adults. They can't afford to rent somewhere? How come everyone I know has to rent somewhere? And they get given a free house. They're not in any kind of hardship. They're all working. They could definitely afford to rent a house. They're lying. The thing is, I think the wife has said that she's a single mother. She's not. I genuinely think that's it. Yeah, it could be illegal subletting, all sorts. It's just dog shit. Also, get this. Once you're in the social housing, they don't sort of say, oh, you're back on your feet now, maybe you could move out. You can just stay there indefinitely. Like, there are people near me who've been in social housing for the entire time I've been living here. And I just think, hang on a sec. How come they get that house for 30, 40 years? Surely there are other people who genuinely need a council house, and someone who essentially has been living rent-free, or almost rent-free, for 40 years. I don't understand how they get that house. It doesn't make sense to me. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm just not sure how you qualify for it, and how you then qualify seemingly for good. Seems a bit mad, doesn't it? Good goal. Man, my documentaries playlist is a banger. It's very long and very detailed. It has a lot of documentaries on it. Why do people think that there were giants in the world? No, I don't think you can watch Ken Burns' History of Baseball for free on YouTube, can you? Oh, what a strike! No, they think that anytime you see a rock or a rock formation which looks vaguely like a face, they're like, that's a giant skull. Also, if you see like a plateau, I can't remember what they're called, like, but you'll see them sometimes, it's like a bit of rock that jumps up and is kind of flat on top. They think that those are ancient tree stumps, and that there used to be gigantic trees and giants, and that the government is lying to you to control them, people. And I think it's something to do with maybe they were mentioned in the Bible or something. It's pretty wild. It's one of the stranger conspiracy theories. Who's they? What do you mean they? Them, you know. I can't say too much. They are probably listening. $25 grand. That's what you get for winning League 2. We started this season with 2.75 million quid, and now we've got 366. My God. Why is it sorting him to the top when his transfer value is 700 and then this guy is 1 million? Why isn't it sorting any of these transfer values correctly? Oh, it's going by the lowest. Oh, god damn this game. So apparently Michael Mellon is worth between 160k and 6.4 million quid. Well, that's that. We've won the league. Well done, everyone. Back to Sharpe.
So what's happening with Sharpe?
Oh, that's all in hand, Sir Henry. And I have to say, it was an absolute pleasure to arrange.
I say, all right.
Sir?
Thank you.
I don't fight duels over horse.
I do.
I didn't have any interest in watching any more of The Last of Us.
Sharpe just threw away his promotion.
Season 1 was alright. Don't know why everybody went so mad about it. It was
The rules
alright.
are perfectly clear, Lawford.
Didn't really want to see any more.
Dueling is strictly forbidden. I shall make no exception in respect of Captain Sharpe. If he fights Berry at dawn, he will be back among the ranks before the sun is up. There is no more to say, sir.
Yes, sir.
French hopping about a bit, Hogan.
Yes, sir.
Send out a patrol to take a look. Not too big. 8 men, 2 officers.
I have done so, sir. About an hour ago. Captain Sharpe and Lieutenant Barry.
That should do the trick, Hogan.
I thought the first one was fine. It was enjoyable enough. There were some really good moments. I liked the fact that sometimes you'd have to send Ellie to go and lower down a ladder for Joel and vice versa. I thought that was quite fun. There was some great moments, like when you come into that bit where you look out across that big car park and
way
there's
from home, sir.
giraffes running about. Like, there were some really good moments. I thought the enemies were interesting and cool, but I didn't really want to play it more. Shot again in his leg. Oh, I can't stand seeing gore like that. Where's his men?
Running back to show them the hero's wound, dear boy. I've decided not to wait till dawn. I'm going to kill you tonight. But there's no hurry. I want to hear you beg for mercy first. So I'm going to kick you again. And again. And then you can beg. This is gonna hurt quite a bit, old boy.
So will this old boy. Oh my God, I'm heartily sorry for having offended thee. I firmly resolve with the help of thy grace never more to offend thee, but to amend my life. Amen.
You won't be able to, Harper.
Able to what, sir?
Amend his life. He hasn't time.
Maybe you're right. He'll hardly be needing this, so.
Leroy gets his loan back.
What'll I do with him?
Stick him behind the French pickets. He'll be among the glorious dead tomorrow.
I think he's gone off, sir.
That bastard was gone off even when he was alive. Brandy.
Here's 14 shillings on the drum. Those who
What are you killing with?
volunteer to go to and Spain.
Yeah.
He knows that on his right, the French will not attack the fort. He knows that on his left, Simerson will run. And in the center, he knows that Daddy Hill will stand. Means nothing to me either, Lawford. That's why he's a general and we ain't. And what are your intentions, Sir Arthur?
Why, Hogan, I mean to give the French a damn good thrashing.
I love the way they plant the... oh, he knifed him. I love the way they plant the seed that you can't see anything in a battle. There's smoke everywhere, which is true. but it also makes it quite convenient for when you then have to shoot a battle scene on a budget. Suit our laws.
Not work, lads. It was worse yesterday, sir, when you let off the cannon.
Ah, you're a bloody liar, Dobbs.
Rooting on poor Barry, dear boy. Death of a hero. We must all have to die so bravely. What the devil's that?
God.
Oh my God, South Essex, fall back! Fall back! Hey, go on over there! South Essex! Stand!
Wait!
Oh, that's a lot of extras.
Steady, lads! Steady!
Now, I know you can fire 3 rounds a minute. But what I want to know now is, can you stand?
Yeah!
3 rounds a minute, Captain Leroy. Show some men! Some men!
Hey! Where you boys going? Hey! Denny, you come back here, you hear?
Damn.
Boys, let's load up and do some shooting.
Show some men. With me.
First rank! Fire!
1. Take 6 to stop them.
Second rank! Fire!
2.
Reload! First rank! Fire! Reload! Second rank! Fire! Y'all doing real good, boys! First rank! Fire!
Oh, he wants one of them.
Reload! Second rank! Fire! Reload! First rank! Fire! Breathe easy, boys! Fire! Fire! Joe's on me!
He's always getting injured. Oh. Oh. That's for you, Major Lennox. Ah.
God damn it, Denny. I told you to stay away from him.
Dobbs?
Sir?
Like to join the Rifles, Dobbs?
That I would, sir.
It's a good life. If you can stay alive.
Well done, sir. And all done, sir. What a pounding the South Essex gave that column. And the advance of the 48th. Talavera will be the talk of London, sir.
Hogan.
Sir?
Did he?
Yes, sir.
Pity Lennox ain't here to see it.
Damn fine officer, Major Lennox.
Medicine in those days consisted of putting you on the ground in a barn and having a woman dab your forehead with a sponge.
Richard.
And it worked. Worked, because men were men. Alright. Blah, blah, blah.
Josephina. I wanted to be confirmed captain. I needed an eagle to be certain.
Young Denny. Dead. All the others. All that blood. For an eagle.
Slaves, cotton and molasses, you said. Slaves bleed. All that black blood to fill a purse, sir.
Yeah, we're both shit.
I figured maybe you had another reason.
Shave, sir?
Water.
Water? Says you'll be asking me for brandy next. Brandy, sir. Get that into you, sir, and you'll be fit for an Irish funeral.
Sharpe? Major Hogan?
As from noon today, Colonel Lawford will be the beneficiary of Simerson's folly.
Sir?
He will take over acting command of the South Essex.
And Simerson?
War Office whitewash, exoneration, and a blind eye. Are you keeping well, Richard?
Aye. I'm mending. Why?
Richard. Richard.
Richard.
Your mind has been making appointments. Your body should never keep.
What do you mean by that, sir?
You have ambition, which could be the making of you, but you also have a romantic soul, which could be the breaking of you. Ambition and romance is a poisonous brew, and I mean to distill the one from the other.
You questioning my loyalty, sir? What's done against yours? Or is it that you see something in me that you've lost in yourself?
Believe me, Richard, I've drunk with a cup. And it's intoxication I can well remember.
I can hold you, sir.
See that you do, Sharpe. See that you do.
You lived?
Just about.
You got what you wanted?
Oh, yes, I did. You do? What do you want?
Me? I want life to be simple again.
Simple? What do you mean?
It never was simple. It's always been complicated.
Alone. That's simple.
So you want to be alone? Neither do I.
Smooch, 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 smooch. Skip, skip, skip.
Shoulder, arms! Present! Fire! Shoulder, arms! Rifles, left, face! Forward, march!
Here's 40 shillings on the drum to those who volunteer to come to list and fight the foe today. Over the hills and far away, o'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey. Over the hills and far away.
Banger. Cracker. Good episode. I'm going to do the off-season signing players and all the rest of that on just off stream. I'll just dally around with that this afternoon. But I'll be back this evening. I hope you can join me then. Cheers for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.